Hey, Eric, the Big E Arnold here in the secondary studio on this 18th of January, Tuesday, here to bring you a handful of college basketball picks for this evening. Subscriber X says, well, why don't you just make a quick and dirty video? Well, because it takes an hour, but, like the Kinks say, give the people what they want. So we're going to throw something together here real fast. NFL over the weekend. I told you people I'm not following this shit. So my picks, went on accordingly. Bad. I think we got one right. I told you I'm not following that. Not betting money on it. Don't care. College basketball, we pretty well got this lined out now, I think, the way we want it. And, I'm encouraged by the results. As I said, I'm not making a video for every last pick we're putting up. I probably should get a Twitter account or something like that where I could tweet my picks out. In a way, I'm almost kind of like, my motivation to do such is kind of limited. When I started this channel, I thought to myself, if you build it, they will come. In other words, if I can build a winning record, we'll get subscribers and all sort of things. Well, we have that winning record now, and I'm doing this in front of tens of people, so you get the video when you get the video. So the winners are there. If the subscribers pick up, my motivation for doing these videos would pick up too. But the winners are there. So my record here in college basketball, I just added it up. And none of these, I'm doing all these picks on the side just because I haven't been pumping the videos out to list every last pick. It just didn't worth my time. But college basketball, I don't think it is. 168 winners, 139 losers. That's about 54.5%. That's what we want. That's where we need to be. So we're doing all right there. The ones I've given you are probably a little lower than that in winning percentage just by randomness, but whatever. I'll add up the public record at some point. It won't be today. So there, put the picks up there. See, there they are. Let's see. I'm just reading names to you. What do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 different games. 11 different games. Well, that one's over already. And they're playing these games in the middle of the afternoon now because they're trying to jam all these games in to make up for these lapsed, 2-3 week postponements for the virus. And this is a bastardized season again, and this will go on. This could go on forever, honestly, because the universities are controlled by crazy people that believe this virus will never end. They're terrified of it, and that's what really makes me crazy is that the people that are most terrified of it are the people that are least likely to be affected by it, young people. So, it's kind of like it just doesn't make any sense, but none of this has made any sense. But at any rate, handicapping wise, one thing I have noted is you got to watch for travel, is that with these truncated schedules now, you got teams doing stuff out of the norm where they'd be doing things they're not normally used to doing. In other words, I think normally they might play 2 games in a week with 3 or 4 days in between. Well, that's getting shoved into like 3 games in 6 days, things like that. And you got to watch there. It's like, well, so at some point that team's going to throw a clunker. They're just tired. It doesn't matter how bad they want to win. Remember what Vince Lombardi said, fatigue makes cowards out of us all. So, and it also makes your 3-point jump shots awful flat and short, which is worse. So be careful where you're playing that you're not catching a tired team and you're expecting them to, play well, and they throw an inexplicable clunker and you say, why'd that happen? Well, they're gassed. They're out of juice. They're tired. So you got to watch for that. Yeah, these are all just names. I see we have a lot of huge underdogs tonight. That part of that's the same thinking there. You got a team like maybe an Arkansas. They just came off a huge win down at LSU. Maybe they're just going to take a little bit of a break here tonight and just kind of coast on South Carolina and beat them by 6. That's what we're hoping, because we got South Carolina. I saw we got Florida State. That I'm not sure about. Last time I did this, I played, the Wake Forest, and their building. They had the biggest crowd they probably had in that building in 5 years, and they went out and got destroyed by Duke. So that didn't work. But we're doing it again. I would say Florida State's better than Wake Forest. Leonard Hamilton has played Krzyzewski I don't know how many different times. Both of these guys are long-tenured ACC coaches. He's not afraid of them. He's not going to get jobbed in his own building by the ACC officials. They're going to call an honest game tonight and not screw him over in his own building. So I think Florida State generally has athletes that can compete with Duke. I kind of think we're in the right place here. Sometimes Duke's a tough team to handicap because they have such great talent, but it's always young and it's unpredictable. Is this the night that Zion Williamson's going to play like an NBA superstar, or is it the night he's going to dribble the ball off his feet 6 times? Yeah, it's hard to tell. But I think we're in the right place on that one. Any others that are jumping out? Houston, they're a top 5 team. But again, this might be a nice spot for them to just kind of coast, just take a break. Again, with this truncated schedule, there's not a whole lot of spots on the schedule anymore where you can just take a break. So you're an 18-point favorite. That might be one of them. Another one I saw, Ohio State has a weirdo non-conference game against IUPUI. What is that? That's some Horizon team? Is that what that is? From Indianapolis. They're like 33-point favorites. That's not on here. The only reason I'm bringing it up is because I know we have a handful of Ohio State fans that actually watch the videos. I stayed away from that just because I don't like those non-conference mid-majors going into the big, giant arenas of the big conferences. I just think they stand around for 10 minutes staring at the ceiling, kind of like the scene from Hoosiers where Hickory walks into Hinkle Fieldhouse for the first time and just stares at the freaking ceiling for 5 minutes. That's what I kind of think happens in these games. And then by the time they realize they're in the game, it's already 48-12, and it's too late. So, yeah, buyer beware on that one. That could go either way. But great, thanks. Hey, that's all I got for you. So I may have some NFL guesses, and that's all it'll be. By what, Sunday? They play these games all on Sunday, or some of them on Saturday too? I don't even know. I told you I'm not following this shit. So thanks. We appreciate all our loyal subscribers. Hit the like button. Don't hit the like button. It really doesn't matter. But it always makes me feel just that much better if you hit the like button. So, we'll see you again. Eric Arnold signing off. Oh yeah, I believe in free speech.